Perhaps there's something more to say. I will take my time while I'm riding my bicycle. You know, this is something that perhaps many of you have never addressed with your language. That you can take your time to find the words that you want to say, that you can take your time to feel what it is you want to say, because it is a feeling, it is an experience that you want to talk about. Yeah, you want to talk about something that matters to you. You want to talk about something that is relevant to you. And to be able to do that, you cannot be in a hurry. You cannot be stressed. You cannot be anxious. You cannot be frustrated. You cannot be distracted. You cannot be impatient. To say what you are capable of saying and to say what you want to say. A certain playfulness is also needed, and fluidity and gentleness. And that lightheartedness, it of course has to do with your ability to not be too concerned about what you are saying. So although you are saying things, you're not worried. You're not making it seem as if what you're saying is the most important. You're saying things, but how you're saying it is equally important. So another way of saying that is that, you listen and you speak. And listening is as important as speaking. And since you are new at this, since you are, you haven't done this, I know you haven't. Perhaps initially listening becomes more important than speaking. And so, then you speak much slower, then you speak much more cautiously, not hesitantly, but just consciously, with a new awareness that it is possible to speak like this. Yeah, that it is possible, that it is beautiful to speak like this, that it is beneficial, needed to speak like this, that you enjoy speaking slower, and that you enjoy being more precise, being more cautious, being less superficial, being more truthful that all of that is immediately bringing all kinds of positive morning. It brings all kinds of positive feelings, positive inclinations. Immediately you have a new way of perceiving yourself. Yeah. And this includes your ability to hold yourself back from saying things you don't want to say. This includes not talking about things that you don't want to talk about, but that you perhaps are inclined to talk about because you're used to talking about it. Yeah. Yeah. Going to walk for a little bit. In a little while, we will come to a path that is one of my favorite pieces, and I'm just gonna talk with you about why that is so pleasant to me. And when you talk about what is pleasant to you here, for instance, I'm now standing on this bridge here and I'm looking at this creek. Isn't that pleasant? If you talk about what's pleasant to you, what is enjoyable to you, you start to have your embodied language. And you can only have your embodied language to the extent that you enjoy what you're saying. To the extent that you no longer enjoy what you're saying, your embodied language is gone. And yeah, you don't have any embodied language because most of what you say is said in a way that you don't listen to yourself. So yeah, maybe sometimes you are a little bit happy, maybe sometimes you are a little bit satisfied about something, but you are never ever consciously listening to yourself like I do. So because of that, because you don't do that, because you don't know that that is important, you don't know that listening to yourself is important. So you don't know that being happy about what you say can continue in the way that you speak. Look how pretty it is. I'm not hitting a golf ball here on the golf course, but I am using this environment to have my way of talking. And I'm now going on this path that I was just mentioning. And this trail is always so nice. And as you can tell, it's rather dark because it is shady. And the path also goes down. So if I would ride my bicycle here, I would hardly have to paddle at all. And then here on the left side, you can see there's this wall. Well, at this moment it is still just earth. You don't see any rock, but in a little bit you'll see there is this rock wall, and that is the part of this path that I enjoy most. And it has been for me a long time coming that I wanted to make a video like this, in which I would record myself in front of this wall. I had wanted to do this for so long and I never got to it, and today I'm getting to it. Look how pretty that is. These trees, they just grow on top of that wall. It's just rock with some earth on it. And I'm walking over this path here. This path, which is so nice. And I'm so happy here. And the creek is down there, you know, you can't see it from here. Maybe you can see it a little bit. We'll walk a little further so that we can finish this video while I'm sitting next to the creek. Oh, this wall, look at that. And do you see these rocks? They are embedded in this lava. Because this was of course also lava that has come from the volcanic activity in this area. This area is all volcanic area. Anyways, that was my little journey. I use that word little a lot, but I guess to me, using that word little a lot, my wife sometimes mentions that, oh, you say that word all the time. To me, it is a sense of affection that I express with that word little. And I'm it's also something childish in me, I guess, that I can be so enthralled with things, and so that I enjoy things so much. I am in that sense different from my wife. My wife is more, you could say, more mature, maybe also more serious. Yeah. And I'm kind of like excitable, but that's how I am, and that's how I am because of my embodied language. Also, my embodied language allows me to fully be like this, and that is so wonderful. Well, okay, let me just go in here. This is where I'll take you to the creek. This is a path that goes down to the creek. Here, you can hear it. All right, I'll put my bicycle here. Oh, I just gotta make sure I don't get all the sand on my bicycle. Just a second. Okay, I'll just put my bicycle in the grass here. Here. I also like my new glasses with my American flag as these strings. I like them. You know, I just got them the other day, and they fit nice with my complexion, the blue colors and the red. Yeah. But here I am in between these two trees. And as always, there's mosquitoes again. So I gotta get going again, because these mosquitoes, they don't give me a break, and I don't want to get eaten alive. So I get going again. It's so nice. You see, I'm not into suffering, and I'm not gonna, I don't know, do something that is difficult or that is unpleasant just to prove a point. I have, of course, in my own way also done that, but I no longer do that. That's such a plus. You know, there are many different ways in which people are putting themselves through all sorts of stuff with their disembodied language. And that's what everybody is doing. With disembodied language, we are constantly putting ourselves and each other through all sorts of suffering. And there's just no end to it. And so, in embodied language, you can sense, you can understand, you can hear yourself say, if you would listen to yourself, you could hear yourself say it, that there is really so much to be enjoyed. Yes. Good morning. Doesn't sound very convincing, but okay. Didn't want to be disturbed, I guess. Arrogant man. As you can tell, I'm climbing the hill here. This is why having a bicycle like I have is so good, because you can shift the gears and make it easy to climb this hill. Okay, I've climbed the hill. Whew. Now I'm here. Oops. Yeah, my brakes, they make quite a bit of noise on the back because they have gotten dirty. Hello. But that doesn't matter to me. I'll try to clean it off again when I come home. So